This meditation is watching the breath wherever it happens to be in the body. By doing so, you will de-stress, relax, calm down, and find a place of presence. Let's begin by taking 5 long, slow, deep breaths through your nostrils at your own pace. And let these breaths go deep down into the belly. If you begin to hyperventilate, then slow down the breathing process, or take a slightly shallower breath. After those 5 controlled breaths, bring the attention to the body, wherever the breath is causing the body to rise on the inhale and relaxing on the exhale, whether that be in the upper chest, middle chest, lower in the abdomen. Right now it does not matter. All we're doing is watching the breath, bringing the attention to the breath. And the inhaling and the exhaling is going through the nostrils. As we have this breath, this natural breath occurring, let's set an intention. And the intention will be to connect with the breath, undivided, fully committed attention to the breath, allowing ourselves to come to the present moment that is occurring by watching the breath. And have the intention to relax, relax, relax. And give yourself approval, give yourself permission to let go, to unwind, forgetting about yesterday's earlier in the day, forgetting about tomorrow later in the day. And in doing so, we facilitate the relaxation process by bringing ourselves to the presence, to the present moment, the presence of the breath, the present moment. So notice where the body is rising and falling with each inhale and exhale. And keep in mind that the body is being breathed by the universe. There is nothing that you need to do. There is no controlling of the breath. There is no wanting for it to move in a particular fashion. You're not pushing it anywhere. You're merely watching the breath wherever it is in the body. Allowing yourself to be mindful, to witness, to observe the breathing process. As you're watching the breath, begin to notice characteristics of the breathing process. Is the breath regular or irregular? In other words, is the breathing process consistent? Or is it faster or slower at times? Notice if the breath is long or short. Or maybe somewhere in between. And right now it doesn't matter. Just notice. Notice if the breath is smooth or rough. Notice the process of breathing. Is it feeling ruffled, struggling, or is it an easy flow of breath into the lungs and out of the lungs, out of the nostrils? Notice if the breath feels healthy, or does it feel like it's weak and struggling? Now connect with the breath and notice how it feels. Does it feel vibrant, uplifting, rejuvenating? Notice the breath at the nostrils. As the breath enters the nostrils, notice if it's going in both nostrils about the same, Or is one nostril a little more restricted? And that too is just fine. All we're doing at this time is watching these characteristics of the breath. There's no judgment, there's no criticism, there's no wanting. I'm merely watching the breath. That is the present moment, watching the breath. That is the place of peace and calm, letting go of everything else. Come back and notice now where the breath is in the body, what part of the body is expanding and relaxing on the inhale and exhale. And notice if it's moved. Has it settled a little bit lower in the torso? Has it moved all the way down to the abdomen? Notice, just notice. As the breath become more regular, then you will automatically relax, de-stress. As the breath moves lower in the system, as you become more and more attentive to the breath, focused on the present moment. It's a natural physiological response to using these techniques. Watch. Watch. And allow yourself to be vulnerable to relaxation. Allow yourself to step out of the busyness. Give yourself permission. Relax. 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 You deserve this. You owe it to yourself to relax. And in doing so, the mind will calm, the emotions will calm, the body will calm. Merely by being in the present moment, focused on the breath. Rise and the fall of the belly. You can do this. If the mind wanders, bring it back to the breath. Whether it's a couple of seconds or half a minute, it doesn't matter. Bring the attention back to the breath when you notice the wandering. As long as you're constantly doing this, then you are successfully meditating. You were born with the ability to meditate. And if there's emotions that are surfacing, notice the emotion. Call the emotion what it is. If it's frustration, then you can say, oh yes, I noticed frustration. We don't need to engage in the frustration. All we do is come back to the breath. Focus gently, kindly focus on the breath. There's nothing forced about this. It's very gentle and loving to yourself. And by doing so, that emotion will subside. The wandering mind will subside when it's given something to do, such as focusing on the breath. So allow yourself to relax, relax, relax. And remember that you have full control over your state of mind, your state of emotion, by remaining in the present moment. So may you continue to be relaxed, and we will bring this to a close with an Om Shanti.